Hello. I just tried to set do not disturb and I have no idea if it worked. Has anyone else struggled with this? Like I went into settings, I went into focus, I clicked like do not disturb, and then it gives you all these options. If you want to allow calls from this person, if you want to allow apps to notify you, I'm like, no, I don't want anything. Hi guys. Happy Wednesday. I was just sharing that I hope my do not disturb is on because I tried and I'm not sure if I was successful, but knowing me, there will be somebody coming in to disturb us today. But I wanted to pop on and say hello. In the beginning, when I first started social media, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm a positive psychologist and life strategist for women. I help women really get clear on what they want next in their life and really plan out exactly how they're going to get it. It's the best. I'm a happiness coach. It's so fun. And when I first started on social media, I would feel all this pressure to like have a theme to every day and post something that related to that theme. Like Wednesday was Wellness Wednesday, and Monday was Mindset Monday or Motivation Monday. Tuesday was Tip Tuesday. Thursday was Thrive Thursday. Friday was, I think, like Feel Good Friday. And I have all this pressure. And I was like, I'm so tired of feeling pressure in places in my life. Like as I get older, I just get so over it. Like, do you ever feel this way? Just so over it. Like, I'm tired of pressure, tired of feeling like there's these arbitrary rules that we should be abiding by because someone told us to. Like, you should post this way and you should show up this way. I'm like, F no. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to show up as me when I feel aligned with it. And I'm building a business that comes from the heart and not a business that comes from like these arbitrary rules. So anyway, you guys may know me. You may follow me. Hey, lady. You may not. So welcome to all new folks too. I'm so happy you're here. And I just wanted to pop on because I was just thinking about something while I ate my lunch and I was smelling this new delicious candle I got. You guys ever gotten these candles? It's almost like perfume or cologne. It's so delicious. Diptyque. So anyway, I was just eating my lunch and I was just thinking about something. And one of the things I get like questioned on the most is, are you always that happy? Like you always show like your happy side, but like you don't really show the other stuff. And I'm like, I contemplate this a lot because on social media, like this is my business, right? We're not typically showing up at work and bringing all of our worries and woes into a professional space, right? Like I'm assuming most of us don't do that. So I've never been one to do that because one, it doesn't feel professional for me to step into this mode where I share so much more than like just when I'm really here to serve and here to share and here to like send a message, give a message. And the other reason is because as a psychologist, so I have been licensed as a psychologist for forever, 12 years, 13 years, something crazy. And as you're being trained to be a psychologist, you're not trained to like go out into the world and like share all your stuff. You're there to provide support and guidance and mentorship and treatment and help and hope to somebody else. It's not about you. So I've always really struggled with showing up more vulnerably in like my sad or my frustrating moments because it doesn't feel right. It feels unprofessional for me. Not when I watch others. When I watch others, I'm like, oh, it's so relatable. Like, thank you so much for sharing. Like this is going on in your life. Like, I think it's so valuable. But for me, it always feels like this is not what we do. Like, this is not about me. It's about you, and it's about me showing up for you. And it's about me showing up when it feels good to show up, and maybe I take some space on the days or the moments where it doesn't feel so great to show up. But it's not about me coming out here to like air my dirty laundry or to share what pissed me off today and whatever. So I was thinking about that when I was eating my lunch, and I was thinking, there's always this choice that we get to make around how much we show up in our lives. Now, this could be like I'm giving this example. This is professional. This is my business, right? But I'm thinking about it in any perspective, like personally, professionally, in our relationships, as we parent, as we are friends, as we are wives, as we are mothers, whatever it is, we get to show up how we choose to show up every day. And so if I chose to, which I have, like if you've been following me for a while, you've seen me share some more vulnerable moments, and like I do it for the purpose of relatability and to show you like, oh my gosh, Like I get really pissed off and I get really sad, and there's moments I have high anxiety, and I've shared those, I sprinkle them in along the way to remind you that I'm human. But I don't make it my primary message because I'm really here for you. And that's something that's like a value of mine. Like I'm here to serve. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to remind you of who the hell you are and to like get out there and live a life you love. That's what I feel very excited to share. So we have a choice over how much we show up. And we get to decide if we're going to show up from a place of safety and security or from a place of alignment. And so you'll notice that I didn't create, hi guys, hey Megan, hey Alex, how are your adventures? You'll notice that I didn't say like a place of safety and security or a place of like threat and risk and whatever. I want you to think about the choices that you have as like, I could choose safety and security, which maybe I do often choose in some parts of my life, or I can choose alignment. And alignment means who I really am and who I really want to be. So there's moments that I will show up here and be sad, anxious, angry, heated, whatever, because it feels in alignment. But I'm not going to do that just for the sake of doing it because someone said social media, you should share more of who you are and make sure you're relatable and make sure people don't think they're this person that's happy all the time. I need to show up as authentic. That's my best. That's my best. And there's a difference between being authentic and being transparent. Okay, so it's like another really important distinction to make. You can be an authentic human and not have to share every single thing that's going on in your head and in your life to be authentic. It doesn't mean like you're lying or you're like tricking people. It means that you know the distinction between being authentic and real and being like transparent and feeling like you have to share all the things. Okay. But the reason that I'm saying that there's a difference between staying safe and secure versus alignment is because I think it's really a place that so many of us get stuck. We don't know which way is authentic and which way is safe, which one's aligned and which one's, smart to stay safe and secure. And we get caught up in our heads about it. And so I wanted to kind of make that simple for you today. Because I was saying to myself while I ate my lunch, this can be simple. It doesn't have to be formulaic. It doesn't have to be prescribed. It doesn't have to be told, taught, forced on us. Like you get to decide how you show up, how vulnerably, how all in, how intentional. Like you get to show up as you decide. But to make it really easy, try this on for size this week. So if you have something on your heart, you have a goal that you're working towards, you want to improve a certain area of your life, you're nervous, of course, because who knows if it'll work and who knows if you'll succeed, who knows if you'll fail, who knows if you'll embarrass yourself, all the things, right? We all have the mind drama. But let's make it really simple. And let's just simply try to fast forward time a little bit and ask ourselves, if we were to look back on this week, would we want to feel that we were safe or that we were aligned? That we at least tried to step into the shoes of the version of us that is living bold, that is living real, that is living in conjunction with our values and our desires and our strengths and our goals? Would you rather feel proud that you at least tried and lived in alignment, or would you rather feel safe? And if your answer is I'd rather feel safe, you will very likely find yourself going around that carousel that we do that's like, I really want something to be different in my life, but like I'm too scared to try. So like I wish for it and I wish for it and I long for it and I pine for it and I beat myself up for not having it yet and I feel behind and I feel like I'm late and I feel like everyone else has it and all the thoughts that circle that carousel. But we just keep ourselves like in this place of safety and security, and we end up talking about that place as calling it stuck. I feel stuck. I need to get unstuck. I need to get unstuck. That's because we're not living into this next chapter of alignment. So it helps to keep it simple and be like, how would I feel in a week from now if I do everything the same that I'm doing now in the name of safety and security, versus if I were to look back next week and be like, I did it. Like I tried the thing. I did the thing. I went for it. I went all in. I took the risk. And whether it failed or succeeded didn't matter. But imagine how proud you'd feel of yourself just because you did it and you didn't continue the same pattern of going around the same damn carousel that's exhausting with these old creepy horses over and over and over again anymore. Like you broke it. You broke the pattern. You broke the cycle. That feels so good. That feels so good. And it doesn't feel good because I took a risk and I'm daring and I do scary things. It felt good because it was closer to being in alignment with who you really are. And all we all want is to have permission and to give ourselves permission to really live in line with who we are. That's all we want. Like we spend so many years of our lives like seeking outside approval for our dreams and goals. And we spend so many years of our life like hoping we can justify it, hoping we can create it, hoping life just changes and we don't have to do a thing. And we find ourselves waking up year after year, New Year's resolution after New Year's resolution, being like, here I go again. Like, what is my deal? Well, the deal is that you're just choosing safety and comfort over alignment. That's it. So if you have a dream on your heart this week, or you have a goal on your heart this week, there's something in your life, personally or professionally, that you're like, I really wish I could get out of my own way. Just ask yourself today, what would be the next step? Any next step. Please don't let your perfectionism hook in and be like, what's the perfect next step? There isn't. Don't waste your time. It's a rabbit hole. You won't like it. It's frustrating. Instead of going down the rabbit hole of the perfect next step, just ask yourself, what's the next step? What's a next step I could take that would get me 1 inch, 1 foot, 1 mile closer to being really aligned with who I want to be? Let it be light. Let it be simple. Let it be fun. We bog everything down with pressure, with intensity, with rigidity, with our just cognitive distortions, with all or nothing thinking, our perfectionism, our fears, everything that these little sprouts, these little dreams, these little blooms of ideas, goals, visions that we have for our life, we just stomp on them with fears and the burdens of failures and insecurities and negative thinking and self-doubt. Let it be light and let it be fun. So if you're a woman who's like, I want this, I want fun, I want light, I want to live in alignment, I want to get away from like staying safe all the time, I want to learn how to be more confident to do these things, then you're not going to want to miss my Confidence Code Masterclass. So I have a masterclass next week that I'm hosting 4 live days. I'm going to teach you exactly how to become your most confident self. What to do with imposter syndrome, what to do with that inner critic, what to do with that negative self-talk and self-doubt, and teach you exactly how to start stepping into the shoes of the woman that you want to be. So you don't want to miss it. I'll drop the link below, and if you have questions, DM me. But 3 days of teaching you exactly what to do, and the 4th day is going to be a Q&A where I get to coach you on whatever you want support with around confidence and living your boldest life. So I hope you have a great day. I cannot wait to see you next week. Mwah! I'll see you in the Confidence Code.